Hello, and you are welcome to Dan and Darragh Doability. This is episode 5 of a series that we don't really know how long it is.
No, it's going to be as long as we possibly can, really. I mean, it's not a topic that's short of info or
Stories,
exactly.
problems,
So,
issues.
yeah,
Yeah, and good stuff too.
exactly.
And some of the good stuff we'll talk about later on. We're going to be chatting about the therapeutic riding up in Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be playing an interview we did back from the motor show 5 weeks ago.
5 weeks.
Feels so long ago, really, doesn't it?
It's mad how quick that goes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just starting the podcast at that point.
Absolutely, yeah, we're so old now. And we have an interview from Izzy's Wheels that we recorded back then, which is pretty interesting as well, what to do with wheelchair cover. So we will come to that in a while. News, Dan. Dun, 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 dun. News headlines. Okay, so just want to go back to October. It just popped up for me. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it was Maria Hanlon in the Irish Times was reporting that a committee was being formed.
Right.
You need a good committee, right, to monitor Ireland's implementation of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Right.
Now, I know this is a bugbear of yours, and I meant to go back and actually dig into the article a little bit more. I know that's something you've spoken on going back.
Yeah, I spoke on that in 2017 at the Equality 17 conference in the Royal Hospital in Kilmainham. I had the privilege of speaking on that topic at that time, and it's something that is very important to me because Ireland at that stage was the only country in Europe, as far as I can remember, that hadn't ratified it, and then we were the only country, as far as I can remember, bar one in the world as well that hadn't ratified it. So, I mean, we're in the 21st century, and that, we're last bar one for things like that. I mean, for a country that had the Equality 17, the marriage equality referendum, I mean...
Bag tax.
Sorry?
We've even done plastic bag tax, and we can't even do this.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's just... And like I said, we're in the 21st century, and there's thousands of people with disabilities.
Will I give you a number that staggered me?
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
13% of the population have some form of disability.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, give or take, 643,000 people.
Yeah.
And okay, that's everything. That's the whole from A to Z that we like to talk about.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's but 13%. That's huge.
That's a massive amount, and I suppose 13% on its own doesn't sound like much, but when you put it into context of 4.5 million people,
yeah, not a big country.
That's an awful lot of people.
That's an awful lot of people. So hopefully you actually to do something.
Yeah. I mean, I did hear a while back that it was being passed through.
Yeah, I think somewhere in the article it says about March, I think it was ratified or something.
Yes, yeah, so it was being passed through. But the issue with things like this is, and I suppose that's the nature of news and the media, that there will be different news cycles and that kind of thing that, obviously something else will take priority, but it's not like the issue disappears. Yeah. It's like for me, and countless others with disabilities, the disability itself doesn't disappear.
Yeah, just because we're not talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
yay, we did something good. That's fine. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Something bigger comes down along the line. Another headline I saw there, Dan, actually this week as well. It's just from today's newspaper actually, from the Irish Examiner, from Catherine Shanahan. And it says mental health services not available to people with disabilities. Now this is centred around Adam Harris. He's the younger brother of Health Minister Simon Harris.
Okay.
And apparently he's going to highlight the difficulties people with intellectual disabilities, including autism, face trying to access mental health services, which he said, or he's going to be addressing in the conference today.
Because I think, especially because mental health is such an important issue at the moment in general, as a widespread issue. But I think that doesn't take away from the fact that people in our situation do struggle with mental health issues, and I think it is important that we. I say we as if we're a different species. We're not.
No.
It is important that we get the same, I suppose.
Shake of the stick.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but I think what they're going to be highlighting is, like, for instance, people with autism can't access child and adolescent mental health services. Not good.
Not good at all.
You know, when you think about the numbers, we just had 13% of the population. You know, that's not really helpful at all. Do you know what? We might just do something. Actually, shout out. Where can we be found, Dan? People want to get in touch.
We can be found on Facebook, Dan and Darragh Doability. On
Instagram. Dan and Darragh Doability.
Yep. Twitter, at Dan and Darragh Doability again.
And Gmail, if you want to drop us a line, at dananddarraghdoability@gmail.com. That's all the important stuff out of the way. Now we are actually going to play a little recording I done up in the Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre, just on the side of the hill there, not too far away from the Hellfire Club. Two lovely ladies who saw a gap in the market. Well, not really a gap in the market, it's not fair to say either. You know, they're two mothers. I mean, that's how they describe themselves in the little piece you're going to hear. But they do therapeutic riding.
Okay.
So they take people with disabilities, as they say themselves, all disabilities. So if we just want to give this a listen to, part of me is a little bit apprehensive actually playing it, because they do such a good job, and there is only two of them. You know, this isn't their full-time job. This is just, as I said themselves, two housewives. You know,
Out of the goodness of their heart, kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah. They're not making money out of it. You know, and I have a waiting list as it is. You know, so I don't want all of our listeners rushing up to the Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre, because there'd be a really long waiting list then. Okay, just give it a listen. This is Dan and Darragh Doability. I'm Darragh McNicholas, and today I am at Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre, and I am joined by
Orla Doyle,
Grania Bulger.
Orla and Grania do therapeutic riding here at the Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre, and they're just going to give us a quick, I suppose, explanation as to what therapeutic riding is.
Therapeutic riding is a therapy using horses for adults and children with special needs and disabilities.
Very good. And how long have you been doing here at Rathfarnham?
We finished the course last
Summer.
September, 2017, wasn't it?
Yes.
And we've been kind of doing it on and off since then.
And what prompted you to go and do a course and get involved in this?
Well, both of us have
bored.
horses here. Both of us, Orla has a child with special needs. I worked with kids with special needs. And so to combine the two together, we decided that we'd do the course in Festina Lente and
just see how it goes.
give back something to the community.
Very good. I mean, I've been here a little while with my own daughter, kind of, and horse riding in the middle of the watch, kind of what's going on. What sort of range of disabilities do you deal with?
We take any range at all. Most of the clientele would be on the autistic spectrum. We have children with cerebral palsy, Down syndrome,
Autism.
That would be the main ones, but any type of disability. ADHD, just children that need help, like school-wise, to calm down and stuff. But not limited to anything.
Very good. And why do you think horses are particularly suited for dealing with people with special needs?
Horses are very sensitive, and they sense that kids and adults have a disability, and you'll even see it with some horses. If a person is riding them, they could be really strong and run, but yet when somebody with a disability or special need gets up on them, they seem to sense that and can be so calm and have such a calming effect on the person as well.
Yeah, that's the big thing you see, the calming effect on the child that the horse would have.
I'd say you see a lot of sort of wonderful little stories coming in and going back out again from kids that are not quite used to being on a horse, or may have never been on a horse before?
Well, you see, we always see the best of the child. It's only like it's the stories that we hear back from the parents. Like, say, one of the parents says the only night she gets a night's sleep is the day that the child comes up to ride, and in the whole week. But like, we wouldn't see that. We see the child. The child is happy every time we have them. But she said that wouldn't be typical behaviour of that child at all.
And then we had another mum who had tried every activity under the sun with her child, and nothing had worked. And she really didn't think that we were going to take him on here. And we did, and just put him up on the horse. And before that, he was kicking. But as soon as he got up on the horse, he was as calm and smiled, and they were even flabbergasted, the parents, just looking at him. And since that time, he just loves horse riding, and he shows her the picture of the horse, takes out his little shoes that he wears for horse riding every week. So that things like that just make it so special.
That was nice. That child wasn't going to get on, so you have to make the call when we just put them on and see how it goes. That just worked.
Yeah.
So have you any restrictions for users
No.
when they come here?
No age limit. No, we'll work around anything. And they're the type of clients that you want, that have nothing else and nowhere else to go to. So, as best we can, if we can manage it, we will.
Okay, and did they have no special requirements then? There's no worry about gear or...
No, if a child is sensitive and they didn't want to wear a hat, we'll just have extra side walkers and support to make sure once it's safe, we're good. I mean, the only restriction we would have here is we don't have a hoist, so that limits you with people in wheelchairs. So, I mean, we have quite a few men and stuff, and they will help lift on people, but that's the only limit you'd have, and you couldn't justify getting one for the cost or whatever. But no, if we can do it, we will.
And have you plans to expand the service?
Well, we're only 2 housewives, and I have 4 children. The eldest is 13, so
we never thought we would
actually.
We didn't think that it would be so popular.
Like,
just it's 2 housewives that just said we'd just give something back, but it's actually...
it's not a business to us. It's not. You don't make any money out of it. You just do it because we enjoy it. Yeah.
Lovely. Ladies, thank you very much for your time today. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there you have it, Dan. That was therapeutic riding up at the Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre here in Dublin, up near the Hellfire Club. Your thoughts?
My thoughts were the most immediate thought that comes into my head is the amount of respect I have for them, just doing it I suppose not for non-profit, and just out of the goodness of their hearts, as I said before. But I think just hearing the effect that it has on the people that use the service is massive, and that's hugely positive, not only on the people with disabilities, but their family as well. I mean, that one situation where the mum only gets, what is it, one night free a week is so that must be like goldest, so. And I think the interesting thing about it is it gives the parents an escape, but from listening to the kids' reactions as well, it gives them an escape from the day-to-day ordeal, I suppose, in some cases of being in their situation. So it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It is. Like I said, they're just 2 housewives, just kind of giving something back, and it's fantastic being up there and being able to see kids going in and out, like some of them are in chairs and stuff like that, and you can see the crack when they're having one around the horse as well. They work really, really well with the kids, and seems to be a good rapport there, and there's one little fella I've seen just laughing his head off the whole way around.
Brilliant. That's exactly what you want to see.
Just having an absolute ball. So, best places was you can contact them if you want to get them is at the Rathfarnham Equestrian Centre. They're on another on Facebook. Don't have a phone number to hand, but Google that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thanks
100%.
again.
100%.
Yeah. Thanks again then to Orla and Grania for having me out there and just let me have a chat with them. So Dan, where to now?
Now we're gonna focus on Izzy Wheels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we caught up with them a couple of weeks ago back at the Disabled Drivers Motor Show. So I just spoke to them about what, for anybody who hasn't heard of them, what their business was and kind of the inspiration behind it, I suppose.
Okay, super. We'll have a listen.
I'm Alva Keane, and I am the founder and the creative director of Izzy Wheels. The idea for Izzy Wheels was inspired by my sister Izzy, who is a wheelchair user. Izzy was born with spina bifida, so she's always been a wheelchair user, and I always loved decorating her wheelchair. I was always really into art and design, and it was a really fun thing to work on with Izzy, was decorating her wheels for different special occasions when we were little. But something that really bothered her was that there was nothing permanent, like, available on the market. So when I was in my final year in art college, I came up with the idea for Izzy Wheels. And these were really colourful, really beautiful wheel covers that you could attach to your wheelchair and transform a medical device into a piece of fashion and a piece of self-expression. And our motto became, if you can't stand up, stand out. So what started off as a really personal college project just really blew up online, and we went viral, and a video that we made got 2 million views in a day and 16 million views in a week. And since then we've been working with 50 different artists from around the world, and we've won 10 national awards, and we're selling in 35 countries, and this year we're named on Forbes 30 Under 30.
So I'm Izzy, and I'm the brand ambassador of Izzy Wheels. Growing up, I've always had a really positive relationship with my wheelchair, and the one kind of stumbling block I've come across has been being able to portray my wheelchair as a positive thing to people who don't know anything about disabilities before meeting me or another person with a disability. And when I was little, we used to always, for Christmas and things, we used to always, do temporary, designs on the chair, and it was so fun. And I noticed, even at that age, that the way people approached me about my disability completely changed. But then, as soon as Christmas was over, I didn't have that power anymore. So I've always really wanted a way that was more permanent. So when Izzy Wheels came around, and Alva got the chance to do it as a college project, it was the best thing ever for me, because I was able to make my chair look nice on a daily basis.
And I'm just interested as to where you get your inspiration from, because I can see right here there's so many different colours with the different wheel covers and things. So where do you get so many different ideas from?
So my background is obviously art and design, so I've always been really interested in drawing and in prints and colour. Our mum is a really amazing gardener, so I think she really instilled a love of colour, and she taught us a lot about that. So I think that would really influence my own design work. We've been really lucky in the fact that, I design some of the ranges, but we also do a lot of collaboration, so it really broadens the offering that we have. So we get to work with the whole range of designers to cater for different people's tastes and different people's needs. And we work with both male and female designers, but our brand is very colourful, and I think that's due to the designers that we choose, and we just love colour.
And do you think, Izzy, this has improved your sense of confidence with having these on your chair on a daily basis?
I've always had a really positive relationship with my disability and my chair, but the one stumbling block I've come across has been being able to portray my wheelchair as a positive thing to people who are meeting me for the first time. And so being the temporary things that I used to have as a child were amazing, because that totally opened up a conversation. But once Christmas or my birthday or whatever was over, that power was gone. So being able to have Izzy Wheels and have it as a more permanent fixture has been amazing.
Thank you very much. So that was Izzy and Alva from Izzy Wheels, and it was fascinating getting to talk to them about their designs and inspiration behind their ideas. You can check them out on izzywheels.com. Well worth.
Pretty simple, isn't it?
Pretty simple, yeah.
When you think about it, like most of the best things are
Yeah,
simple.
definitely.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, the amount of times I've thought about something and overcomplicated it, and then been like, realised halfway down the line, you gotta go, oh, right, I could have done it that way.
yeah,
And it's so simple, but I think as well, Izzy was talking about kind of her personality and bringing out, you know, talking about the wheelchair being a positive.
yeah,
And that's, I suppose, as you were saying, the simplest way to do that.
yeah.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it is. I like the bit where you just kind of said they used to do stuff for Christmas and just kind of jazz up the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Then it suddenly becomes a business. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And they're fantastic. Their energy for it, their drive
Mm-hmm.
is just absolutely fantastic. I think it should be an inspiration for anybody going into a business.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind whether you have a disability or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, just see what you want, go and get it and focus on it. And, you know, the kind of numbers she was talking about there, when they put out their video, I think they had kind of 3 million in the first day or something like that.
Yeah,
And then
16 million a week.
Shocking. Absolutely. If only that. Jenny Dan. If only, huh? Someday maybe we'll get there.
Yeah. So huge respect to them, and thank you very much for taking the time to chat to us.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, maybe we'll catch up with them again
Definitely.
at some stage.
Yeah.
Okay, Dan, I think that kind of pretty much wraps us up for this week's podcast. We'll just remind people again where they can find us.
Facebook at Dan and Darragh Doability. Twitter, same again, at Dan and Darragh Doability. Gmail, you can find us Dan and Darragh Doability at gmail.com.
Yep.
And you can find us on Instagram as well, Dan and Darragh Doability, and also YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, we're out there as well, and we're hosting this on SoundCloud. So, thanks very much, everybody, for listening to this week's podcast. I'm Darragh McNicholas.
And I'm Dan Airy, and we'll chat to you very soon.
Absolutely. Good luck.